Right. Yes.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's live session. I am truly excited to have you all here because today we are discussing a topic that is becoming more important than ever. How busy professionals can build a second income stream and create financial freedom. Many people today are working incredibly hard. They have careers, responsibilities, families, and packed schedules. Yet, despite being busy all day, many still feel financially stretched, dependent on a single paycheck, or worried about rising living costs and the future, right? The reality is, relying on only one source of income has become risky in today's world. But the good news is there are opportunities available today that allow professionals to create additional income streams without leaving their current careers. So, along with current career, they can have additional income streams. Today's session is not about getting rich overnight, it's about building smart income streams, leveraging time more effectively, creating flexibility and choices for future, and learning how ordinary people are creating extraordinary results through consistency and a right system. Today, we have two guest speakers here. Our guest speakers are Tonda Islam from Florida, and who she comes from an educational background. And we also have Mohammad Ashraf from Montreal, Canada, who is a mechanical engineer by background. Besides their professions, they are now successful entrepreneurs as well, building a massive business while helping thousands of people through their work. Their journey is a powerful example of how professionals can create an additional income streams along with their careers and gradually build financial freedom. Today, they will be sharing their experiences, challenges, growth, and lessons from their entrepreneurial journey. So, whether you are a teacher, engineer, health worker, student, entrepreneur, or corporate professional, this conversation can open your mind to new possibilities. I encourage everybody to stay till the end, take notes, and keep an open mind. You never know. One idea from today's session could completely change your financial future. So now, without further delay, let's warmly welcome Tandra Islam and Mohammad Ashraf. First, I would like to ask some questions to Tandra Islam, and let's hear from her. Tandra Islam, welcome.
Thank
As
you.
someone from the background, educational background like you, what inspired you to start looking for an additional income stream alongside your regular responsibilities?
Awesome, Shamima Shanas. What a starting. Loving it. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. As Shamima mentioned, I'm Tandra Islam from Florida. Being an educator, Shamima, I wasn't, I mean, in a way, I was happy. But at the same time, since always have had growth mindset in me, I was always open minded, wanted to do some more, something different, you know. And of course, when I saw, like, okay, teachers are working for 30, 40 years, and when they're, going to retire, they're not getting what they should be getting or whatever they deserve. So that was really touching me. And I've seen, so many teachers, they're like close to 75, 76, they're still working as a full-time teaching position. And, teaching is not easy. so much responsibilities you have, right? And workload, paperwork, and all that. So I just always was thinking that beside this, what can I do? What else can I do to add value to the community, to the family, to do something more, to learn more, And that's when I started looking into different opportunities. And obviously, living in this North America for over 20 years, I just was not getting something that suits me and that will fulfill my desirations. And so of course I have looked into different business opportunities which needed a lot of investment, and so much risk factors are there after researching it. And I've seen so many families, their trauma, their difficulties overcoming those risk factors. And as we know, to establish a business, it takes good 3 years, right? And you have to have a good knowledge of how to build it. And a lot of cases, people think that, hey, if I build a business, it'll just be building and we'll be making money. But that is not the reality. A lot of people fail from doing so, right? And so that's when I started looking into opportunities. And of course, nowadays, I mean, who do you believe, right? Where do you go? Who is the trusted source? That's when I found a reliable person and I looked into this opportunity. And that's when I saw, wow, these people are building this business with such prestigious background. That means it means something. So I need to learn more about it. And that's when I started exploring. And of course, today I'm here after having this journey for the last 6 years. I'm super blessed and proud to be here. It's a different version of myself. Thank you so much, Shamima Shanas.
Well, Tonda, I'm not letting you go. I have more questions for you. Let me hear from you about, like, before you starting this journey, what were the biggest challenges and concerns you had?
Thank you, Shamima Shanas. Definitely anything new you start, you have so many questions. I mean, so many risk factors, like I mentioned, right? Trusting is a big issue. That's the biggest challenge, I would say, because so many opportunities you see in social media, right? Um, Anytime you open, you'll see there is an opportunity. Here is an opportunity, and it's such easy way to build it. But if you go depth into it, you will find out so much challenge, a lot of cases, so many bogus plan. Honestly, to be honest, right? We've experienced it. We have heard so many entrepreneurs that are on board with us working together for the last couple of years. They have shared terrible stories they have gone through, right? And they just were looking for a trusted platform. And that's where my main concern was, like, am I going to be losing something? Am I going to be like, like be brainwashed by someone or some organization, right? um, I'm not like being like, not to be like too negative about it, but I was looking for a real reliable source where I can really grow from the scratch. Obviously, I did not have a business background, right? I was always an educator. So my concern was, who is going to actually help me out? Who is going to support me from the scratch? Because that's my zero knowledge there, right? So that's
Mhm.
when I explored and I saw, okay, these people are going to be with me 24/7, and no matter what I know or how much I know, they're willing to support me to take me to the next level or highest level. That's what attracted me the most. I thought, wow, no matter what background, where I come from, my language, my culture, my new country, it doesn't matter. My education, it doesn't count. All it counts, your willingness to work towards with the positive mindset people. And that's the best thing I've got. And I am super proud about myself taking that decision on that day, 6 years back. And now I see, all these good things are happening to me and to our community. I'm super blessed to be here with you all. Thank you so much, Shamima.
Oh, wow. So now you are an entrepreneur. So let me ask you, how has this business impacted your personal growth, confidence, and financial mindset?
That's the best thing I would like to talk about. And I would like to welcome the audience to listen to this, because this Tandra, 5 years, 6 years back, was a different Tandra. Yes, I was teaching, I was talking to students. That was one type of personality, right? And dealing with that environment, it was the easiest thing, I would say. And of course, coming out of that shell, exploring into entrepreneurial journey, I thought was going to be the hardest thing ever. But like I said, when I looked into the business plan or the presentation, that was the best thing I've done, because when I met with this, expertise, and when they presented the presentation, it took me like 20 minutes. And I have seen that, wow, if I just stick with these people, at least I'm not focusing on to money, let's say, okay? Just be real. If I want to learn something, right? And if I want to change myself, because, there is a saying that by Jim Rohn, he said that you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can definitely change your direction overnight, right? And that's what kept me going, because every day, I mean, at this age, I'm over 40, I have two teenagers in the house. Who is going to help me to grow myself internally, right? And when I started reading books, listening to audios, and listening to all these successful people, such great opportunity or positive people, they're talking about how to build yourself, because once you build yourself, everything else will come along. It's not just you just build yourself and that's it. It is going to come everything together. It's like a compound effect, right? And all these personal development books that we read, and it's like we have a book club, we have a great organization going on. We are reading every day at least a couple of pages, and we're encouraging each other to read every day. We took a challenge to read 1,000 days. And look, Shamima, what can we get? I mean, it's been like few months, and I feel like it's a different version of myself just from reading. Simple thing I'm doing. And when I talk to people after reading books, I feel like my tone, my confidence, my inner strength have completely changed. And it's a different, and now people get attracted by my talk. I wasn't a good talker, honestly. This is my second language, right? And this is why I feel like, wow, reading is helping me out. And I'm such confident now. And I feel like I said, 360-degree changed in my personality. And I would say that within another, like I said, 1,000 days of reading club that we're doing, book club, that is helping me a lot to grow myself inner and outer. So thank you. Back to you.
Wow, what an inspirational talk. Well, Tonda, so what would you say to someone who feels interested but thinks they are too busy to start? What would be your advice to them?
Well, Shamima, that is a very good question, very crucial question, I would say. Nowadays, it's a style to say, I'm too busy. I don't have time for doing anything, right? New or getting into new opportunities, right? So I would say that whatever you're doing today, is it changing your life? Is it really adding value to others' life that you want to shoot for? Because in one life, what do you do actually? You want to do some sort of charity, travel around the world, meet great people in your life, add value to the community, to the people, to the country, right? And how can you do it just from working for XYZ boss? For the longest, right? Because there is no retirement time nowadays. And with the impact of AI, artificial intelligence, now my next generation, they're already talking about losing all these jobs in the market. I mean, they're saying that, mom, I am finishing my bachelor's and so, and I have kept my all A's in my whole life. I'm still seeing so many friends are talking about not any jobs in the market. They have finished. Some of her roommates or like seniors are talking about there is no jobs in the market. So if our next generation is talking about that, what's going to happen within next couple of years? So I would say that being busy, you have to change that paradigm of mindset. You have to look into things. You have to be positive, be open-minded, be adaptive, of catching up all these that are happening in this world nowadays. And then you have to just all you have to do be in a good zone where you're gonna be served as a like I said, 0 to 100. and you're going to get the best out of it. And like I said, no background, no educational background, no age restrictions, no cultural restrictions, nothing you need. I mean, let's say I don't speak very well, right? But what can I do? I have the willingness to learn and grow. That means you are qualified for this platform. And I need money. That's why I need to be coming in this platform. Otherwise, I can work my job forever, right? But there's nothing going to change in my life. I could work and make my expenses or take care of my expenses. That's all it's about. But when it comes to adding value, building your expertise, and of course, every day you get better, that's when I would say look into this entrepreneurial journey. And of course, nothing is going to hurt you to just look into this opportunity for 15 to 20 minutes from your busy schedule. That can change
Mm.
your life forever, because that's what I've done, you've done, Mr. Ashraf has done. And this is where we are today, saying that it is a legit world class platform that you can work, and then you can build yourself, and sky is the limit. Money is not an issue. All you need to get the right platform and get it going and growing. Thank you so much. Back to you, Shamima.
Wow. So, Tandra, looking back, what would have happened if you had never taken the first step? What do you think?
Well, I would say I would still be teaching and just being miserable every day. After work, I will be counting on the next day, right? I just want to, because 7 to 3 schedule, like every day, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., that was my life. And my thought process was so strict, so small. My world was so small, just was my family, my job, and that's all. But I was struggling. I wasn't financially freedom. I wasn't able to say that I would love to travel all over the world. I was not able to say that I'm having a 1,000 days reading contest, or reading a concept, or with a book club organization. And that's what I'm doing right now. That if I would not have done this today or that day 6 years back, I would be still where I was, right? And I would still be thinking, worrying about my future, worrying about my old age retirement situation, and be, feeling bad about it. And nothing would change. I would just be there, right? And that's what happens to a lot of us. We just think that tomorrow I'm going to take the decision. Tomorrow I will do something better. Tomorrow I'll get another certification. But what would it do? I would say today is countable. Today is the best day to take the decision. Today is to do, or today is the day you take the decision to make your future better. And that's what we did. And I said that in my whole life, my rest of my life, I'm going to proudly say that I'm an entrepreneur. I will grow myself until the death. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tanda, for sharing your inspiring journey and experience with us. Now, I would like to move to our second guest speaker, Mohammad Ashraf. Mohammad Ashraf, questions to you. Why do you believe professionals today need a second income more than ever before?
Thank you so much, Shaima. First of all, thanks for having me. And Tondra, what a brilliant talk. I really appreciate it. Amazing. So, world has changed, right? People are doing multiple jobs. We are extremely busy. But one source of income is not enough. Of course, we need a second option because there's no safety and security in comfort zone, right? For example, let's say 20 years ago, pretty much everything was cheap. But today's world, every single day we're changing. So I believe not just one source of income, it's 100% okay, but second option is like a daily necessity. We must need that one. So yes, there is a thousands of opportunity in the world, but I believe uh, we need to evaluate that opportunity. Is that the right thing to do? Because let's, for example, we already have one job, so we can maybe do some part time. But my question is that doing second option, I mean part time job, I believe this is not the 100% solution, right? Because it's 100%. It's like a trade time to make money. You work, you get paid. But if you have something like you can generate passive or you can generate residual income, that option could help us. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, you're muted, Sharon.
Yeah, thank you. Mohammad Ashraf. So, my question to you, what makes building a leverage to income different from the traditional employment or side hustle?
Okay, great. So as I said, right now we are working, let's say 9 to 5 job. Nothing wrong with that. We have a job, we have a certain rate and time we work, we get paid. That's active income, right? But if you have multiple house, you can generate passive income. But how many people have that ability to own, multiple house? Because owning one house is like extremely hard right now. So multiple house, it's like a nightmare. So 95% people, we are paycheck to paycheck. So what should be the second option? Starting business. And business word is scary thing, right? Uh, Most of us, we don't have that background. We don't have any support. And not only that, time concern. We're all busy. We work 8 to 10 hours a day. And then, of course, there's a huge investment, huge capital. So I believe if you have something flexible, have the support and mentorship, and with your flexible hours, which is maybe 5 to 10 hours a day, a week, and somebody teach you, guide you, and support you, then I believe that that's a better option compared to side hustle. Side hustle could be, let's say, many professional people are doing Uber right now in North America. They're back home, maybe doctor, engineer, scientist, but nothing wrong with that. I respect that one. But again, it's a active income. You work, you get paid. So I believe we should do something. There's a saying called for things to change, you need to change. So that means this century is all about show me your association, I show your future, which is we have full-time job, but we all have 1 to 2 hours a day. If I hang around with the dreamers, all the high performance people, guess what? They already have that legacy. They already have the flexibility, time freedom, and money freedom. So if I took their mentorship, 1 to 2 years later, we have the same thing. So side hustle compared to plan B, it's completely different. So I would say highly recommend. Plan B, not the side hustle. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, how actually, how can busy professionals build a business without affecting their full-time career? Could
Okay.
you please
Great.
share that?
Thank you. So as I said, we have the scarcity. Might be if I start something which is especially business, because we are used to traditional business. We invest maybe weekly 100 hours. Most of us like a traditional business, even a job for other people, because job you don't have that much responsibility. Of course, you have your boss responsibility. You have to show up every day. But the moment you start your own business, traditional business especially, you have to pay tax, you have to pay rent, you have to pay salary. It's like a more high blood pressure, more cholesterol. You have a status in the society, you are a businessman or entrepreneur, but in the reality we don't have life. But let's come our business. I know business word is heavy, but our business is completely different because it is system driven. We are leveraging social media, we are leveraging AI, and we already have the platform. You don't have to build something from scratch. It's ready. So what you need to do, humble, teachable, accountable. Why I'm saying that? World is full of talent, not everybody teachable. So all the busy professional people, I just want to give the one message. You don't need to figure it out everything. Follow our mentorship, follow our system. We'll teach you, guide you. So within 90 days, 100%, we can help you to become a profitable entrepreneur. Of course, nothing happened overnight, but 90 days is more than enough to try, right? Yeah, that's it pretty much. Great.
Yeah, I'm sure your answer, will encourage a lot of people today. Mom Dashraf, my next question is, what role does mentorship, the mentorship you're talking about, what role does mentorship systems and consistency play in long-term success?
Amazing. I used to think my mentor is my dad, okay, or my, you know, elder brothers or someone. But in the reality, game of finance, or if we really looking for financial freedom, all the successful people, one thing is common: they have mentor. So definition of mentor, the person already know the way. They already have done. And we all want that lifestyle, which is time freedom and money freedom. Why I'm saying that? Outside world, everybody make money, right? There is a doctor, engineer, scientist. Maybe they are making $500,000 or $250,000 or $1 million yearly. But the life wise, guess what? Extremely poor. So I don't want that. I want faith, freedom, great health, great shape, and then balanced lifestyle. So then I figured out who should be my mentor. So my mentor, they're not even their 40s. They already traveled 7 continents, self-made millionaire, and they're mentoring thousands of people from all over the world. And basically, they build a legacy and pass it to the next generation. His dad, my mentor dad, already this industry last 55 years, and my immediate mentor already 20 years. Myself, I'm in this industry 7 years now. I'm helping others. So I believe you don't need to be smart. What do you need to be? Teachable, and keep the consistent and persistency. Why I'm saying that? Because if you keep the consistency and persistency, you can beat the talent. Because talent people, the biggest problem, they say, I know everything. It's like, half empty or half full. You don't have to be half empty or half full. Better be empty glass so that your mentor can pour their knowledge and wisdom and they know how to make it happen. So all we want, build a habit. Successful or high performance people have it. They have, they are, successful people, they never change the dream. They keep the dream, but they change themselves. And middle class people, they change the dream. Why? Because they don't want to adapt new skill. They don't want to change new environment. They're used to it. Then like a TV gossiping, all the complaining about the government, calling social media. This is what they do. But high performance people, they have a schedule. They have a overnight to-do list. The next day they have a goal, vision, mission. So that's what it is. If you follow the mentorship, not now, maybe 1 to 2 years, whatever lifestyle they already built it, done it, you could be the next one. Yeah.
Thank you. I really liked the way you said that the successful people, they do not change their dreams, they change themselves. This is really inspiring for everybody, I'm sure. Well, Mohammed Ashraf, if someone starts part-time today and stays committed for the next 1 to 2 years, how can their life change financially and personally as well?
That's a great question. Most people quit within 7 days. Guess what? This is not our fault. This is our subconscious mind fault, right? Because our subconscious mind, even our brain wants to stay comfort zone. Starting something, it's like uncomfortable because we are already like uh, always every time we give the excuse. We want Lamborghini, we want mansion, we want vacation. But guess what? We say, oh, I don't have time. But we don't know that. We don't have enough time. We are all busy. The problem is we don't know where to put time or where we should give the prioritize, right? That's the problem. So now I believe if someone committed 1 to 2 years, the way our life changed 360-degree, it could be their life too. So only thing they need to do, I believe, they should follow the mentorship, do whatever you are doing. But if you follow our system, what we are doing basically, let me share that one. So I started my journey. I do the, I mean, 9 to 5 job. I meet with my mentor. He say, hey, you want to keep doing this, or you want to change your life next 1 to 2 years? Of course, I want that. Why I migrate from third world country to first world country? We all want better life, balanced lifestyle. I said, of course, whatever it takes, I'll make it happen. Give me the blueprint. I said, well, you need to change, which is change your surrounding. You don't need to listen all the negative noise because there's a thousands of noise going on, right? So what you need to do, you need to focus on your personal development, which is you have to read, you have to listen, you have to program your subconscious mind. It takes 66 to 90 days. So if any human being, just 66 to 90 days, if focus on personal development, which is certain books, certain podcasts, listen some, mentorship audios, guess what? It's like within 90 days later, they're like a default mode, right? Our body language will change, our speech pattern will change, we think different, we act different, we do different. If we keep doing this and listen our mentors and follow our system, we started to make money. Let's say I want $1 million, even it's a monthly or yearly, doesn't matter. First, I need to change my frequency. Once I change my frequency, I need to automatically universe give me the right person, right people, door will open. I can find the right association, right mentality people, like-minded people. This is what happened. So might be we are put the writing goal or we have the vision board, but things are not changing. Why? Because of the vehicle. We are the same boring job, same 9 to 5, but we're hope for the best. How? You need to change the association. You need to take the mentorship. The moment you have the right mentorship, right vehicle, things started to happen. So I believe 1 to 2 years. Definitely, it's not too far, but at least people can see at least 5 figures, 6 figure. That's what I did, and it's possible. So imagine you have full-time job, you're putting 1 hours to 2 hours a day. 1 to 2 years, you have 5 figure, 6 figure passive income. You might be that could cover your mortgage, so many bill. How amazing this is. So if you're solid, why I'm saying solid, most people are internal so weak, right? So taking I mean, if I really want to become an entrepreneur, so I need to change, because from job world to entrepreneurship, I need to change my paradigm, right? So I believe 1 to 2 years, if you're serious and committed, I would say at least 5 figure to 6 figure income you can generate, and you'll be the like a best version of yourself. You'll be the better husband, better wife, better parents. You're a different human being. That's for sure. Yes, Shagwa.
So what I understood is first learn, then earn, right? First you
100.
have to learn, you have to take
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
mentorship. Yeah.
This is how
Thank you
it's.
so much, Mohammad Ashraf, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. Your journey is truly, truly inspiring and motivating for all of us. And I think today, whoever is listening to your talks, I think they will be inspired too. So now, a final question to both of you, Tondra Islam and Mohammad Ashraf. First, I will we go to Tondra Islam, and after that, Mohammad Ashraf, you can answer. So, my question is for someone watching this live today and feeling stuck financially, so what would be your biggest advice to them? I mean, advice to help them take their first step toward positive change. How can they do that? Tondra Islam.
All right. Thank you so much, Shamima. All I would say, to be very specific, short, and in a simple words, I would say that just take a few minutes, which I would say 10 to 15 minutes, at the most 20 minutes. Sit for a presentation. It's a quick presentation, which is done by our experts, and they will just guide you through. And then, of course, you will be in our entrepreneurial journey. And of course, I would say that nothing to lose. All you do, just try and see how it works and go how it, I mean, know the fact, because out in the world, a lot of people will tell you different things, different opinions. But to yourself, ask yourself that if you want to learn something new or something, you're looking for, you should try things. And of course, knowing the fact is the most important thing, I would say. So once you come in and join us for a business presentation and just go through those that we guide through, it's very easy, very many, doable. And after that, you can take the smartest decision. That's all I would say.
And Mohammad Ashraf.
Awesome. Thank you. So I believe you don't need to see the whole staircase. Keep the faith. Put the first step, because entrepreneurship is a faith-driven, right? You need to see the end of the tunnel. There's a light, and you don't need to think too much, because we already spent many many years, right? We are in the right rolling chair. We are just thinking. You don't need to think, and let sit and guide us. But North America, time is money. We're not charging any money. First of all, we give you the complimentary mentorship, and we are very very selective. Definitely, you evaluate us, and we evaluate you as well. So We are not fake guru. We are 100% legitimate. You see us all the social media, and I've been building this business last 7 years, helping thousands of family. So now my question is that, are you ready? We are ready here to help you and guide you. But most people, you know, uh, in order to say one time yes, they think like a couple of years. But if there is no investment, $0, what else you need? I mean, you are losing nothing. So let's sit and let's see how we can help you to qualify, and then we help you, guide you, and support you the next level. But as I said, everything is not for everybody. Yes, there is so many things to make money in the world, but again, the reason I love this industry, I have a time freedom and money freedom. I'm not even 65. Last 4 years, I have freedom. I'm full time. I have zero debt. And my question is that, do you want something like that? I'm not saying you leave your job. I say keep your full time job, but you have the option. Maybe your colleague have they have to show up in the early morning because they have only one job. But if you build something along with your job, you have the choice, right? You don't have to. If something happen, if something rainy day happen, or you lose the job, you have the backup plan. So my suggestion, let's sit for 30 minutes. Let me help you and guide you how it's work. It's 100% legitimate. We are working with billion-dollar corporation, and we are not just newbie. We are already this industry many years. Our senior mentor already here a couple of decades. So if they can build it, why not us? Why not you? So let's make it happen. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you both of you once again for your inspiring words, valuable insights, and for sharing your journeys so openly with us today. And thank you everyone who joined us today. And we truly hope this session inspired you to think differently about your future and your potential and the importance of creating multiple income streams in today's world. Remember, every successful journey begins with one decision and one small step. So, in today's discussion, if today's discussion sparked your curiosity and you would like to learn more about it, feel free to contact with us after this session. And thank you so much again, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Thank you, Sharma. I think there is a question. Can you ask that person to contact with us? Polly Ahmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Polly Ahmed, you have a question? Please contact with us. We'll be, explaining everything to you. Due to time shortage, we are finishing it today. But we'd be happy to answer all your questions.
100%. All right. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sharma.
everyone. Bye bye.
Great night. Thank you, everybody. Bye.